Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. I'm going to start playing this old game, Super Auto Pets. I've been playing a lot of this. I'm no good at it. We played it back on the channel a couple of months ago. Really enjoyed it. Probably a bit longer than that, actually. Really enjoyed it. I was learning then. I feel like I've learned nothing since then. But we're going to play again. There's been some changes to the game. First off, there's obviously the free pack or the expansion pack. I have brought the expansion pack. We'll play a bit of both today. We've got some hats. We did buy ourselves a pirate hat. We could potentially change it. We've got some points, as you can see. We're almost at the golden poop point. But, you know, I think we'll stick with the pirate hats. They've served us badly for now. We brought a new background, which was this one over here, the lava cave. We could potentially change it. Maybe, at some point. What else have we got? We've got some stats. So first off, there's achievements. You can see here we've achieved unlocking a level 3 pet for each one of these ones. Earn a ribbon for also winning in the arena. So you can see with some of these pets we've won, and therefore we've got a ribbon, which is quite nice, as you can see. But there's a lot here that we haven't got. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we get started? History. There are now replays if you want to see some replays of how badly or well it went. There's stats, so you can see this is fairly new, the stats. They've only come in fairly recently. Matches played 29, trophies 54, points gained, blah, blah, blah. And it tells you about your pets and the most brought pets and the pets you haven't bought and so on and so forth. Pretty exciting stuff. And Hall of Fame shows you when you won. As you can see, out of 29 games, I've only won twice. I don't know if these two came in at the same time, Hall of Fame and stats, maybe. But let's get into this. We'll talk our way through it as we go, and then we'll switch over to the other pack and give it a go. Can't remember what animals are in which pack. But this is the expansion pack. So we've got a beaver here. When we sell this beaver, we can give 2 friends plus 1 health. When we sell this pig, we can get 1 extra gold. And when we put this bluebird down, it's going to give our friend on the left plus 1 attack. Now, a few things have changed since the last time we played this. First off, you have 10 lives, and in the first couple of rounds, you lose 1 life for a loss. The third round, I think it's 2 lives, and then after that, you lose 3 lives. You still need to get to 10 wins, and that's about it. Everything else has stayed the same. When you buy an animal, it costs you 3 gold. So we'll put this fella down, and you'll see we go down to 7. We'll re-roll and just see what we get. We've got a little cricket over here, and a ladybug. Buy food, give gain +1 till the end of battle. We'll gain you, and I guess we'll just plonk you down over here, because we don't have to buy food and put it on the ladybird. We can put it on anyone. Let's end the turn. As you can see, our ladybird's now a 3-2. We need to pick a name. The Magical Beavers is clearly the name. And then we'll crack on. Let's see how we do. So what happens is they've got a team versus our team. You can see their team is considerably stronger than ours. So we're going to be in some trouble here. But early days, as I say, it doesn't really matter. You don't want to lose too early on. But it's only 1 life lost, so it's not the end of the world. I think we'll buy a fish. And we'll maybe put you... I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll put you here. And for now, we'll buy a mosquito. We'll freeze this apple and we'll re-roll. Now, we could buy another fish, or we could throw... Let's throw the food on the... What are we thinking here? Because the ladybird's not great. Let's throw the food on the fish. Let's move the fish over here so it gets the buff from the ladybird. And I think we're good. And what we'll do is we'll freeze this fish for now. Not enough gold. Let's hit the end turn rather than roll again. So we've now got a 4-4 fish. Not great, not terrible early on. There's a lot of people who do a lot of stuff. As you can see, these guys have got probably a stronger team. They're going to do some damage from afar. Thankfully, they didn't kill anyone, which kind of leaves us on a par, which is good. It should, in theory, leave us drawing again, and gave a buff to the fish, and therefore we were sort of never winning that last round. So one thing we didn't mention, and one thing we should have mentioned, is that if you level up an animal, and you can see here it's going to take 2 animals to level this animal to level 2. When it levels up, it will give all friends +1/+1. So it's a good way of getting a buff. But also, when you level up an animal, so we'll put 2 fish down, you can see we unlock another level animal from a higher tier. So now we could potentially get a turtle in here which when it dies will give melon armor. So I'm quite tempted to sell the mosquito and sell the cricket and put the turtle up here. Turtle, when it dies, is going to give a boost to this. We'll re-roll, just see if anything good comes up. Bat will make enemies weaker. Some of these things have changed since the last time we played. So weak now does 3 damage. It takes 3 extra damage. The flamingo, when it dies, will give +1/+1. Well, what's interesting about these is where they've got an ability on faint. So, for example, the turtle, when it faints, will give melon armor to the pet behind it. Now, what's interesting about that is you can use a pill down here, if you find one, to make this animal faint outside of combat, and therefore the fish will permanently gain melon armor. So we can have a look at doing things like that. The meat over here will give pets an extra 5 attack. We've seen the ant; it gives a buff to the thing behind it. The spider summons a level 1 tier 3 pet, and then the beaver will give random health. Again, with the spider, what's interesting is we could put the spider up here, we could pill it, and then we get a level 1 tier 3 pet. It's not useful at this moment in time, but if we got this earlier, if we leveled up some pets and got this earlier, potentially is a quicker way of getting a level 3 pet. But I don't think we're too worried about it. The magical beavers are up against the blatant cakes. Here we go. This one looks like it's going to be tight. Melon armor might come to our rescue. Oh, the sheeps are not good. We didn't want sheeps at this situation. Not ideal. I think we're going to see this through to another tie. But that's a shame. If we'd have survived the sheeps, I think we'd have been in a good place. But, well, we didn't. We could put another fish up here. Might not be the worst shout. We could we could pill the turtle, which we'll do, which gives our ladybug some food, but also, as you can see, gives our fish some melon armor. We'll throw this fish up here for now, and we'll re-roll. Is there anything we want? We could freeze some meat. Meat might be good on an animal. We're not going to be able to buy 2 things, so we'll re-roll here. And I think we'll re-roll one more time, just in case we get anything that really tickles our fancy. We don't. I'm going to throw some meat on the ladybird. And again, another boost of damage. And then we'll get the extra buff to our fish. I don't think the bluebird will stick around for too much longer. We're going to start coming up against teams that are considerably stronger than ours. You can see this one at the back has some honey on it. So when we die, or when it dies, it's going to summon a bee. But there we go. We're strong enough to see our way through this round. Like it. We can buy another fish, which I think we'll do. We could start leveling up a mosquito, but I don't think that's wise. Nothing here that really jumps at me of being pilled. Now we could start selling. You know what? Let's sell you. Let's buy you, and we'll put you here. And I'm going to throw an apple onto this fish at the back here, and then we'll re-roll again. Is there anything we want to save? The dog is pretty good. The dog can start leveling up pretty strongly. But what we'll do is we're looking for a fish to then merge these two. We might be a little bit weak. What we're missing at this moment in time is any real scaling, animals increasing of their own volition rather than we having to provide food, etc. to it. So we might be in a bit of trouble as this one goes on, but this one's going to be a bit rough. Luckily, the melon armor has saved us. That's good news. That's what it's there for. Okay, and we still haven't lost. We could get another turtle and more melon armor. I don't know if that's the way forward. The tropical fish will give extra health to one thing either side of it. Now that could be pretty good, but I'd rather it was giving health and damage. A sheep is pretty good for what it is. I think what we'll do is we will buy the sheep for now, just to give us a little bit of extra damage in there. It's not great. This is good news. We can buy you. We can combine you. We get a rooster, which I don't know if I want. So a rooster will be a 5/3 animal. When it dies, it summons a 1 health, half the attack animal. So it's really weak to begin with. This gives a boost when you sell something. This you buy and sell pretty quickly and gives a reasonable boost. pet eats shop food, give it +1 health. This is probably the scaling that we need. But then we're spending money on these and not on anything else. But for now, I feel like the rabbit is the option here. Okay. I still don't feel like we're getting particularly strong, particularly quickly, but never mind. Oh, that doesn't help. Skunk done some damage to our little fishy over there. We are going to slowly wear this down. It's not great because that's going to get stronger, but our melon armor is going to save the day again. We're up to 2 trophies and we're yet to lose, but I don't feel like we're progressing quickly enough for that to continue. Okay, here's something interesting. We can pill our... what are we going to do this on? Let's have a think about this. Let's sell you. Let's buy you. Let's pill our flamingo and give these guys a buff straight away. Let's freeze the deer and let's re-roll. Now this could be quite interesting because it gives a straight up boost to anything behind it, in front of it. So let's do that for now and let's buff you, because this is going to start leveling up pretty quickly. Sorry, I should have told you what some of these things do. So we know the sheep level gives 2 rams, if that makes sense. The bison at the end of every turn will gain +2/+2 if there is at least 1 level 3 friend. And we have our fish over here. And then the hatching chick will give a 5/5 boost to the friend ahead until the end of battle. So it's a temporary boost, but you'll see that we've now got 16/16 bison in the mix along with our fish. So we've got some scaling. That's important. This is great. This isn't great news. Having this at the back here isn't great. We are going to survive it. And this, and this, and this. Beautiful. Love it. I love it. This is going better than I could have imagined. We should have unfrozen our deer. Now the can of food over here will give our animals at the back here, in the shop, a boost. I'm tempted, to sell you and buy this. So the deer, when it dies, summons a 5/5 bus with splash attack. As you can see, splash attack damages enemies behind it. This is pretty strong though at the moment, so maybe not. Now the skunk is quite interesting. It does reduce the highest health enemy. You know what? Let's do this. Let's buy you. Let's re-roll. Is there anything? Let's freeze you for now. Let's re-roll. We're looking for these things and we've got them. We'll buy a bison and we'll buy a... Hatching chick is quite interesting. I think when you level it up, it will go to 2/2 permanent boost. So we will buy you. Let's unfreeze you for now and let's end our turn. I do feel like we're going to be boosting one thing and one thing alone, which is probably okay for now, but may not last. There's a strong ladybug in the mix over here. The skunk has done its job, which is great news. We should see this through. Love it again. Again, that skunk is really useful to bring down the highest enemy's health by 33%. Now it's getting interesting. A poodle. A poodle will give +1/+1 to all all pets of each different tier. So we've got a level 1 fish, a level 3 hatching chick, a level 4 bison, a level 3 sheep, and a level 4 skunk. So the skunk won't get boosted and the sheep wouldn't get boosted. I'm going to sell the sheep. I'm going to buy a cow. I'm going to buff a bison and a bison. I'm going to sell. I'm going to buy. What order does this go in? I'm not sure. Let's move you further back. Let's re-roll. We've got another cow. Interesting. I'm going to freeze the cow for now. I'm going to freeze the pair, which will give +2/+2. I'm going to re-roll. Now it gets interesting. I'm not sure what order this buffs in, if it goes this way or this way. The caterpillar would be really useful. We're maybe a little bit late on the caterpillar, but the caterpillar will steal or will copy the... when it gets to level 3, it will copy the stats of one of the highest thing in your clan. So we're freezing a lot here. I'm not sure this is wise. The skunk maybe has to go. Maybe the hatching chick has to go. Let's re-roll. I don't know why we're re-rolling. Chocolate is interesting. Chocolate makes it very interesting right now. Let's give chocolate to dog. Then next time we're going to give the poodle another level. So it's going to start giving everything a bit more of a boost. And then I think we can get rid of the hatching chick. Interesting. Okay, let's do it. I feel like there's logic here. That gave the skunk the boost rather than the bison. Maybe that's okay. Strong puppy to begin with. Oh, they've got a skunk as well. That's bad news. Okay, well this is looking fairly even right now. That hasn't helped. I think we're just about going to do it. That strong fish at the back is saving our bacon at the moment. Okay, we've got some more chocolate. Sorry, chocolate gives experience. We're going to throw a dog down here. We're going to swap you two round because we want the buff to go on the bison, I think. Now, we could either buff this and it will just give a straight up buff to the bison, or we could sell this knowing that we're now getting buffs elsewhere. And then we could start getting a buff on this gorilla. I like it. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's give the chocolate to you. Let's buy a cow. Let's put this on you, this on you. Now it gets interesting because you buy a dragon and then every tier 1 pet that you buy, you give every other thing +1/+1. That's pretty strong. Or we buy a gorilla and we get the buff. I think we're going to sell you, buy you, and then we're going to end turn. Let's just check where the poodle's thing goes. Not on the skunk, so maybe at some point we get rid of the skunk, but skunk is doing a good job for us, just bringing down one thing. Everyone's got a skunk these days. This is going to be rough for us. This is rough. Our first defeat, and it's 3 lives that have been taken from us. Ouchie. Okay, I think we have to unfreeze you. Now this is just as interesting. Because we've got level 1 animals, but that means we have to get rid of something else. Whereas if we sell you, we put a T-Rex in there, and if we save 3 gold at the end of all our turns, everything gets +2/+1. That feels like a reasonable thing to me. And then I think we throw the melon on you. We'll re-roll here. Do we want anything here? Let's freeze the pizza. It's random, but at the moment random isn't an issue for us. And I think we'll freeze this because we can chuck this on one of these things at the front. Okay, we've saved our 3 gold, so we're going to get +2/+1 to everything. So we're now starting to get quite a lot of buffs going against the whole team. So if we can survive for a few more rounds, we'll be in a really good place. However, the one caveat to all of this, we're about to see this turn into a butterfly and steal the help from something else. The one caveat to this is that, ouchie, oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Oh, the one caveat to this is we've drawn an awful lot. So we're coming up against things that have been probably scaling quicker than us, and we're going to start dropping off fairly quickly. I'm going to buy some pizza. I'm going to actually put some chili on you. Then I'm going to re-roll once. And then I'm going to end my turn. The only question we've got is whether the skunk goes or stays. I'm unsure at this moment in time. But let's end our turn. We'll get our buffs again. And again, we're scaling pretty quickly. Our poodle's getting pretty strong pretty quick. We're doing extra splash damage to everything behind it. So we're at least going to start grinding away, so to speak, at some of these animals behind us, which is great news. And we should see it through with our fish. Love it. Love it. We're up to 6 wins. It's been a pretty good run so far. Have we got anything that we want to swap out? Tiger repeats the action of the thing in front. We don't want that. I think we have to roll here. We've got another dog. The question is the skunk. Does the skunk stick around? I don't know the answer to that. At the moment, the skunk isn't getting boosts. The T-Rex is a level 6. So if we could swap it for a 5, we'd start seeing a boost from this, but we wouldn't necessarily benefit from it. Let's freeze this, and then if we re-roll, we can't then save any money. We just throw this up here, right? And then we end turn, so we get the buff from our T-Rex. Nice. Okay, we keep going. Here we go again. The magical beavers. The ironic streamers. there was a lot happening there. We lost our melon armor is the big thing we saw, but we've got a strong old ox, bison, who is doing serious work for us right now. You can see he's up to 50-50. He's not going to get any stronger than that. We can throw a stake onto our little skunk over here. Let's re-roll once. And we'll throw a stake onto our T-Rex, I guess. Stake essentially does an extra 20 damage for one hit. We don't want any of these others. Let's end the turn. Keep our free gold going. Love it. I guess right now we can swap the bison and this is a misplay. We can swap these two round and the skunk will start getting the boost from the dog. There's a lot going on in this team. There is a lot happening and I don't like it. But we are going to survive and win again. We're up to 8 wins. 2 more to go. Well, we can buy a bison. Absolutely. We don't need it. I don't know why I bought that. I'm an idiot. Let's swap you two round. Let's see how this affects us. Let's re-roll over here. We've got some chocolate. I guess we put that on the dog for now. So we should now see our our skunk start getting buffed from the dog rather than the bison, and everything else get buffed as well. It's getting close. Here we go. The strong old chicken at the back, a rooster, and that's gonna give 2 level or 2 chicks. These other ones we don't need to worry about, but these are 25 each. But we're gonna be fine. We're up for another win. Holy moly! We could win the first time of playing for a little while. Nice. Okay, we can buy another piece of chocolate over here. We don't want any of you, but since I can't do anything else, I guess we just throw you on here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, this is it. This could be the decider. More boosts going in for our whole team. And this is what I was talking about early on when I was talking about scaling. This is what you need in your team. You need a high scaling early on. We're going to lose our melon armor to this annoying little deer, or to the bus more importantly, which is a bit annoying. We might be okay. We are okay. We draw. If I put a B on our little thing at the end, we'll be in a pretty good place. We could get garlic armor, which is better than melon armor. I think it stops you from two damage at a time. So maybe, just maybe, we'll do that. But I think we carry on. Let's re-roll. We get another T-Rex over here, and then do we swap it round? Do we put? I'm going to do this. This could be silly. I'm going to put a B on this. That might just be the thing that wins this for us. Okay. Oh, we're so strong as well. We've got so many things over 40, which is great. Might not be strong enough, but here we go. Oh, a microbe isn't good, especially with a turtle. I think they've got the beating of us here. This gives everything weakness. And that turtle has given everything melon armor. I think we're going to get our ass kicked. That's pretty strong. Have to say, we're down to 4 lives. Okay. Let's re-roll. Don't think we want anything here. Let's re-roll. Another bison. I mean, I'm going to freeze it. There's no point in us taking it, but it would be level 3. It'd be nice to have another level 3 to see us over the line. A 1 up brings something back, but it brings it back at level 1 or 1-1, so not ideal. We'll re-roll one more time. There's nothing here that we want. Let's throw the bison on and end it here. We're on turn 18, which is a lot. More boosts. This might not be enough still. We're going to come up against strong teams. The good news is our skunk is going to help. However, that squirrel has not helped. Should be okay though. There we go. Melon armor saved the day. You remember when I was thinking about getting rid of it? Save the day. There's the 10th win. We won on turn 18. We've now got some ribbons against a poodle and a bison, and that was ridiculous. I genuinely thought, it's a Sunday evening. Let's just throw this on and have a game. We'll record it, see how it goes, and we won. I don't really know how, but we'll take it. There you go, everybody. Super Auto Pets. I don't think we'll play anymore. I think just one game of me winning is enough, right? Just there you go. That's all you needed. We'll wrap up here. We'll maybe come back with a little bit more of this a bit later on. Maybe when I So I tell you what I do because I'm working from home. When I have a very quick break from work, I'll stick this on and play a little bit, or through my lunchtime or whatever. But there you go, achievements. We should now see our bison down here has a little thing. A fish over here has one, and there's the poodle with the thing. And we'll see that we've also added, not this, we've also added a team to our Hall of Fame. Look, there we go, on the 7th of January, just so you know when I was recording this. No, on the 9th of January, just so you know when I was recording this. I don't know what puts these into the categories. Is it... What puts them in the order they're in, I wonder? I'm not sure. Maybe the turns? There's got to be the turns that we did it in, right? In this one, we won it in 12 turns. 18... No, because that doesn't work either. Maybe the number of lives we had left. Clearly, that's the answer. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. Please check out the YouTube memberships if you want to support the channel, or the merch store. All of it helps. And I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.